it's BaconSauce, and since EA and DICE has released the Last Jedi DLC season, us Star Wars fans have been speculating what the new DLC seasons will be. And today, me, BaconSauce, is going to go over the 11 possible DLC seasons, heroes, and maps we could see in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Before we begin, everything on this list is just speculation, and nothing here is confirmed. A few of them may come out, but again, this is all speculation, and this is just what I think. And the list is in a random order, so please don't get mad. So yeah, let's get into the video. Number 1, we have the most likely season on this list, and the one that's probably going to come out in a few weeks or so, the Episode 3 season with Obi-Wan Kenobi and General Grievous. This map should hopefully add clone customization, droid customization, and a bunch of new bugs, fixes and stuff. It should be coming out soon, I think, maybe in February. Well, anyway, the heroes and villains, the hero and villain would be Obi-Wan Kenobi and General Grievous. And the map would obviously be Utapau, as that is where Obi-Wan Kenobi and General Grievous fought in Episode 3. Secondly, we have the Attack of the Clones season. For the hero and villain, we could get Padme Amidala and Jango Fett. I couldn't decide between Padme Amidala and Mace Windu, but I managed to find a place for Mace Windu later on the list if you decide to stick around. And obviously the Geonosis Arena is a map, which would be awesome in my opinion, because the outside and the inside of the arena would probably be amazing to run through. Thirdly, we have the Han Solo movie season. At the time of recording this video, the trailer for the Han Solo movie hasn't been released yet, so we don't have too much information about this film yet. If this season comes out, it would most likely come around May, because that is when the movie releases. And the hero and villains would be the new character Kira, would be the hero. And the villain, I have no clue who it could be yet, because we have no information about this movie yet. In this season, we could get some young Han Solo, young Lando, young Chewie, and young Boba Fett skins, which would be awesome. And for maps, I'm not sure either, as we have no clue where this movie will be set, what it will look like, or we don't really know much about the film itself. Next up, we have the Clone Wars season. This is the season that everyone wants, and I want as well. For this season, I really want, as I said before, really cool clone customization and really cool droid customization. This could also be the season where they add droidicas, which I think was a really cool addition to the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. They could also add some really cool new vehicles for the Separatists and the Republic. For the hero and villain, I would really like to see Ahsoka Tano and Asajj Ventress. And for the maps, I couldn't decide on one, so I've just named a few. I can't really pronounce some of these, as I haven't watched the TV series in a while. But first we have Ringo Vendor, Felucia, Ryloth, and Chrysostophus. For number 5, we have the Coruscant season. The hero and villain would be Anakin Skywalker and Count Dooku. And the map I would like to see is the Jedi Temple, while in Order 66. This map is an amazing map. I know this because the Jedi Temple map in the original Battlefront 2 was amazing. And they could basically just reskin this map, as they did with the Camino map. Coming up for number 6, we have the Rogue One season. We had this season in Battlefront 2015, and if this season happened, it would basically be a rehash of the original season. But anyway, for the hero and villain, we would have Jyn Erso and Krennic. And for the map, obviously Scarif. But one cool way to improve the original Scarif would have the map really large, like Hoth. and include that giant tower at the end of Rogue One, because they didn't add that in the original Battlefront in 2015. The Phantom Menace season. I know, right? It sounds dumb, but just wait till you hear this. For the hero and villain, I would really love to see Qui-Gon Jinn, and for the villain, Aurra Sing. You may think that Aurra Sing is way too far-fetched, and that she is barely in the Phantom Menace. But so was Greedo, Nien Nunb, Bossk, and Dengar. And they were all heroes and villains in the Battlefront 2015. And Aurra Sing also played a giant role in the Clone Wars TV series as Boba Fett's mentor. And for the map, we would have the underwater Gungan City, which I think would be a beautiful map to play on. Imagine playing underneath the water and the surroundings was glass and you could just see fish swimming past you while you were fighting. 8. I had no idea what to call the season, but tell me your suggestions for the name of the season in the comments. Well, anyway, for the hero and villain, we would have Poe Dameron and Supreme Leader Snoke, or General Hux. I really couldn't decide between the two. And for the map, we would have Dakar. I know we already have a space map of Dakar, but a ground map would be awesome, as we don't really know what this planet looks like, and it will be awesome to explore this planet in Battlefront 2. Number 9, we have the Star Wars Rebels season. I would love to have this season, because I'm a giant fan of Star Wars Rebels, and I find the show really entertaining, even though it is kind of childish. Well, anyway, for the hero and villain, we could get Kanan Jarrus when he isn't blind, and the Grand Inquisitor. And for the map, we could have the Lothal Marketplace, which I think would be really awesome. Number 10, we have the season I want and everyone else wants. We have the Umbra season. This is probably the season I want to see the most in this list. This planet is my favourite story arc in the Clone Wars TV series. And instead of clones fighting battle droids like it is in all the other Clone Wars maps in Battlefront 2, the clones would fight the Umbrans. Anyway, for the hero and villain, I would like to see Captain Rex and Pon Krell. Wouldn't that be awesome? And for the map, obviously Umbra. Last but not least, we have the Coruscant Underworld season. This is also another season I would really love to see the most on this list. For the hero and villain, I would really like to see Mace Windu and Cad Bane. The reason why I put Mace Windu is because I couldn't really think of any other good bounty hunters that are on the light side. And the map, the Coruscant Underworld, would be amazing, as it hasn't been explored too much in the Star Wars movie. Yeah, so hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you tell me what DLC seasons you guys want to see in the comments. I personally would love to see the Umbra season the most, even though it would not happen. And Star Wars Rebels, I would just really love to see the Lothal map, which I think would be really interesting to see. If you want to add me on PlayStation, my name is baconkilledsauce. I play Fortnite and Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I might be getting Call of Duty World War 2 soon, and maybe Rainbow Six Siege, because all my friends play those two games on PS4. And at the time of finishing to edit this video, they just released the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 update, 1.1 I believe. They added a bunch of new bug fixes, and they added a new Mos Eisley night map, which I think looks pretty cool. I haven't got it on PS4 yet. And they added Iden Versio hero ship, her Inferno Squad TIE Fighter thing, for the villains. And they added a crate blast map. It's basically just the hangar of the Galactic Assault map. So you don't have that big white area. You just have like the hangar of the Galactic Assault map. I think it's cool that they're adding new content, and apparently they're making new updates every 2 weeks, which I think they'll do for a little while, but they'll just stop because it'll probably just be too much stress on the workers and they won't be able to get too much stuff out on time. I personally think they're gonna add the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith DLC soon, probably in the next 2 weeks or maybe another 2 weeks. I really hope they add it soon because I really want to play as Obi-Wan and Grievous, and the Utapau map sounds awesome. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever a new video comes out. 10 minute mark, bonus ad revenue. Yeah, so hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you tell me what DLC seasons you guys want to see in the comments. I personally would love to see the Umbra season the most, even though it would not happen. And Star Wars Rebels, I would just really love to see the Lothal map, which I think would be really interesting to see. If you want to add me on PlayStation, my name is BaconKilledsauce. I play Fortnite and Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I might be getting Call of Duty World War 2 soon, and maybe Rainbow Six Siege, because all my friends play those two games on PS4. And at the time of finishing to edit this video, they just released the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 update, 1.1 I believe. They added a bunch of new bug fixes, and they added a new Mos Eisley night map, which I think looks pretty cool. I haven't got it on PS4 yet. And they added Iden Versio hero ship, her Inferno Squad TIE Fighter thing, for the villains, and they added a crate blast map. It's basically just the hangar of the Galactic Assault map, so you don't have that big white area, you just have like the hangar of the Galactic Assault map. I think it's cool that they're adding new content, and apparently they're making new updates every 2 weeks, which I think they'll do for a little while, but they'll just stop because it'll probably just be too much stress on the workers and they won't be able to get too much stuff out on time. I personally think they're gonna add the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith DLC soon, probably in the next 2 weeks or maybe another 2 weeks. I really hope they add it soon because I really want to play as Obi-Wan and Grievous, and the Utapau map sounds awesome. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Peace out, squad fam.